one because this is just bullshit. I have to get it on the book.
Is it the Mexicans or does it come from somewhere else?
Wait, sorry man. Stay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's get it from here. This is from www.britannica.com.
Oh, hey, maybe
I also
at
gonna
him
get
online.
Huh?
At him online.
Etymon online. That's a very good one. We go to the root. Etymon goes to the root meaning of the word. That's a very good one that the word said.
Etymology. Etymology means root word. With the study of the root words.
Yep. That's what we need to know. We need to know the root of this thing that is being celebrated.
Exactly, because
instead of what they will tell you, like, no, it's nothing wrong. You can just do it.
Exactly, because like the root word of gay actually means happy. It's
Yep.
not like two men fucking each other. That's not what gay means.
That's true.
Because in the Bible you also have a verse it calls it talks about gay clothing, and gay clothing are nice clothing with nice colors.
So Halloween.
That's the whole thing, right? Things get twisted. Like there's this person who says all of these wars are trying to destroy history. So what's happening, for example, in Ukraine right now? They're just trying to get rid of all the history of the people, and then they have to start again.
Exactly.
So this happens all the time.
Okay, here, Halloween. It first goes into the light and those things, of course, and then it's gonna explain further. But let's just go to it. Halloween, last night of October, the eve of All Saints' Day, as popular holiday. It says All Hallow-Eve, or All Hallows Even. And then it goes into Hallow. It explains about Hallow, holy person.
It seems like it was something positive at first.
Well, the word Hallow by itself isn't exactly righteous. Because it goes to saints and to the holiness of the Most High. But what the thing that the devil actually does, could you get that in the book of Acts?
He corrupts it. He changes.
Yeah. He takes the thing that is light and he corrupts it, and then he pushes it to the people, and then the people go along with it.
Yeah.
But they still see certain terms like, but it says hello. So what is wrong? Isn't this righteous?
Yeah. Most of the time, people who are ignorant, who don't want to study the meaning, they just go into celebration. They don't really want to know what is the significant meaning of it, or the source maybe.
Yep.
And then this is how it happens.
That's it. Hey, and that's a good point. Heb je die vers?
Welke Acts?
Welke zei
Het
je?
zijn Acts toch?
Acts.
About the corrupting of the...
Oh ja, corrupted. Acts 13 vers 10. En pak ook zo meteen 17 vers 10. Eerst pak je die van de corrupting. Hij zei van, is het 13 en 10? Thou devil, in your subtlety you keep preferring the things that is holy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The book of Acts chapter 13 verse 10.
Yep.
And said, "Oh, full of all subtlety and all mischief."
Yeah, full of subtlety. Full of subtlety is very sneaky and deceitful.
Yeah, exactly. Subliminal.
Yes. Go on.
And thou child of the devil.
Child to the devil. The meaning of the word devil means deceiver. So this is deception. They deceive people into believing that something that is bad is good.
It's like what the media does with, for example, milk or something. They pretend for a long time that milk is very, very good for you. Well, okay, milk is nothing wrong with milk, but they're trying to over-exaggerate, and that's how it starts.
Yep.
They make it bigger than it really is.
Yes. Hey, jij zou komen, man. Jij zou komen toch?
Wanneer?
Je hebt toch gezegd?
Ja,
hij had
ik
gezegd.
moet wat ophalen voor 5 uur.
Oké.
Ja, maar ik vergeet jullie niet.
Trasatra.
Hè?
Als de Trasatra
Hoe laat staan jullie hier?
vanaf 1 uur, meestal tot 4, 5 uur.
Oké.
Ja?
Oké, prima.
Je komt?
Ja, zeker, zeker.
Oké.
Maar ik had een vraag, hè?
Ja.
Waar heb je die teksten zo kunnen leren? Zit je aan een school?
Studeren.
Studeren. Hier in
Je
Nederland.
lijst, ik heb leraren. En ik leer van hun door middel van video's, maar ook door middel van studeren. Dus ik studeer ook met mijn broeders.
Oké.
Dus als je wilt komen, je kunt komen. Ik kan niet leren, ik kan niet meegeven. Precies de dingen die ik weet, kan ik u meegeven.
Ja, want je weet er heel veel van, dat is mij opgevallen.
Ja, maar ik doe het al jaren.
Oké, hoe lang?
Sinds ik ben hier nu sinds 2014.
Oh, 7 jaar al.
Ja.
Heb je ook
Nee,
al zo
6, 7.
Volgend jaar is mijn 7e jaar ook.
7?
8 jaar. Ja.
bijna dezelfde tijd
Mooi man.
Ja, hij is 2 jaar eerder hoor, dus hij doet straks 9 jaar man. 9 jaar. Ik ben in 2016,
Ja.
dus volgend jaar is het voor mij 7 jaar.
Ja. Nou, mooi man. Nee, ik heb gehoord, jij hebt mij die videodingen gegeven toch?
Ja.
Dus daar heb ik een paar dingen gezien.
Oké.
Dus dan valt het op dat je zo, en hier ook natuurlijk.
Ja.
Ga door.
Ja, dan.
Ik kom aan een keer.
Ah, boom.
Oké.
You. So let's go on. Oh yeah, you was reading.
Yeah, man. Thou enemy of all righteousness, wilt thou not cease to prefer the right ways of the Lord?
Will thou not cease to prefer the right ways of the Lord? And that's what they do. The things that is holy, they turn it and they make it seem innocent.
Ja, weet je wat bijvoorbeeld er gebeurt nu in deze tijden? Bijvoorbeeld die videogames online toch en dat
Ja.
soort dingen. Dat is ook een sneaky manier om de tijd weg te nemen van kinderen.
Yep.
Maar ook geld en dat soort dingen. En het gaat maar door en door. Dan heb je, ja,
Yep.
hoe serieus kan je nemen? Want je hebt het natuurlijk zelf in de hand. Hè? Natuurlijk hoeveel tijd je gaat spenderen aan games of dat soort dingen.
Ja.
Maar wat heb je eruit gedaan? Want de eigenlijke waarde dat je eruit haalt is heel minimaal.
Niets. Heel, bijna
Misschien
zo
een
goed als
klein
niets.
beetje kennis of zo over hoe je bepaalde dingen moet doen. Of misschien dat je een taal kan leren. Maar het houdt heel snel op.
Ja, er is een uitspraak van de, ik weet niet meer van wie die quote was. Hij zei van, mensen hebben geen, mensen bezitten niet de middelen of de goederen, maar de goederen bezitten de mensen. Snap je?
Oké.
Dus de dingen, alles wat men heeft, dus een videospel, een televisie, een fiets. Jij bezit niet die fiets, maar het is eigenlijk, die fiets bezit jou. Snap je? En vooral met technologie. Je ziet het op die telefoon. Het heeft hun in de macht. Het is niet dat hun controle hebben over die telefoon van oké, ik kan dagen zonder. Dat kunnen ze
Nee,
niet.
de
Het
verleiding
is van,
kan zo sterk worden.
ik moet. Als die telefoon kapot gaat, mensen worden helemaal... Of als het Twitter of Facebook even wegvalt,
Ja, mensen worden lui.
helemaal gek. Dus je ziet van de dingen die ze krijgen, die zijn er om hun mind weg te halen, maar ze hebben geen controle erover. Hetgene wat ze hebben gekregen heeft controle over hun. Het domineert hun. Dat is hoe het systeem, dat is hoe de devil operates.
je
Heb
zei
je
in
Acts,
Acts?
ja, Acts 17 and 10, because he made a very beautiful point. Like, when you see these things, the mind of a person needs to be to research. And that mind is also systematically being destroyed. Het systeem maakt kritisch denken en het onderzoeken autodidactisch, zeggen we. Autodidactisch zijn, onderzoeken uit jezelf, dingen opzoeken, gebruik maken van de tijd en de informatie. Mensen hebben dat niet. Tenminste, veel mensen hebben dat niet. Er zullen wel
Ja,
mensen zijn, maar er
dat,
zijn
dat
veel...
is ook zeg maar, dat wordt heel veel wordt, vanuit de religies wordt er altijd gezegd zo van, er zijn altijd, the devil is right in front of you, weet je, maar mensen geloven niet. En dat is bijvoorbeeld dat je dus afgeleid wordt. De dingen die, want hoe neemt de duivel jou zeg maar in jouw greep? Door jou één klein ding goed te laten zien, want die game zegt, geeft een goed gevoel. Maar je kan het niet loslaten.
Juist.
Dus jij wordt zeg maar onderdeel van hun.
Juist.
Snap je? Want je bent eraan, je wordt eraan gehecht.
Juist.
En elke keer heb je dus weer die boost nodig. Want zodra je het loslaat, denk je, oh, waar is mijn plezier gebleven?
Juist.
Omdat je voor het verkeerde hebt gekozen. Ja, het geeft je die plezier, maar het is niet echt hoe het hoort te zijn.
Ja. Het is een verslaving, toch?
Precies.
Net als mensen die, het is gewoon, ja, mensen net als crack. Mensen gebruiken het, maar op het moment dat ze het doen, je moet het steeds. En het is ook net als crack, want het
sommige
heeft ook
dingen
een
zijn
stimulans op je neurotransmitters. Hè?
Dat is het ook. En zoals je het zegt, kijk, sommige dingen zijn heel opvallend, crack bijvoorbeeld. Maar
Ja.
heel veel mensen zijn gewoon verslaafd aan slecht praten over andere mensen.
Ja.
Snap je? Maar dat zal je heel minimaal opvallen. Maar eigenlijk 999 mensen van 1000 die praat alleen maar slecht.
Ja.
Snap je? En dat is zo kritisch om dat
Hallo?
Hey, hallo.
Kijk, goed voorbeeld. Goed voorbeeld. Die man liep er bijna doorheen omdat hij verslaafd is aan zijn telefoon.
En als je het zegt, je ziet die blik, dat is irritatie van. Je moet het niet zeggen.
Ja, terwijl het gewoon zo is.
Maar het is gewoon de waarheid. En het moet gezegd worden. Man.
Hij let niet eens op zijn kind, hij let meer op zijn telefoon dan op zijn kind.
Hoe erg is dat?
Ja, heel erg.
Wordt gewoon meegesleurd dan.
Ja. You got the script?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
The book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 10. And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas
Yeah.
by night unto Berea,
Yep.
who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews.
Yes.
They were more noble than those in Thessalonica.
They were more noble than others. Want nu gaat hij, now it's going to explain why they were more noble, more of excellency or respectable position. Go on.
In that they received the word with all readiness of mind.
So they received the word, everything that was explained was like, okay, they listened. That's what the Bible also says. Let me get a quick precept. There's another thing. The skill and ability to listen and to obtain what somebody is saying and to register it in your mind and to develop questions based on what is being said. That is completely destroyed in people, man. People don't have the attention span just to sit and to listen attentively, concentrated to what is being said, to register it in their mind and to ask questions based on what just has been said. Is crazy, and this is what the Bible says.
Sometimes it's also that they pretend to listen and they themselves don't even know that they are not listening.
Yep.
But they are disassociated.
Yep. Oh, that's also good. That's also good.
Because something happened, like a trauma, maybe in childhood, that they get taught a new way of living, which helps them not to be in that trauma again.
Yeah. Yep. There's a term like that, man. Well, psychologically, it's like people create certain patterns to defend themselves when they go through things, like how you said, they go through things and then the mind is very powerful and it will create certain things where they're trying to protect themselves. And also when you say something which completely contrary onto what they believe and think, is also something that they don't want to accept. They call it cognitive dissonance.
Dit is een broeder, hij zei shalom.
Hey, shalom. Hey, you know you're Israelite?
Yeah,
Oh!
Delft.
Hey, beautiful, man.
leer je?
IOC ook.
Van Rotterdam.
Yep.
Nee, gewoon internet.
Dus je zit niet bij een camp? Oké.
Okay, but you don't join, you don't want to get into this.
Ben je niet op
Go on the
straat
streets
staan.
pushing the word of the Most High. Because the Bible says it, eh? You know, if you're able-bodied, you gotta go outside, represent your body as a living sacrifice, man.
Ja, nee, ik ken dit.
Yeah?
Ja.
But you study by yourself?
Ja.
If you want, can we get contact? We can get into it. Yeah.
Ja.
You see, man. I think if you take it in,
Ja, ja.
Yeah, man, another brother just came up to the camp. He studies at home, you know, videos. And now they're exchanging numbers. Wat is je naam?
Rogera.
Ruggiera?
Ja, ja.
Oké, wat voor tribe ben je? Wat voor afkomst, wat voor tribe denk je?
Kaart.
Oké.
Kaart en ook wat Zuiderkinderen. Eigenlijk mijn vader staat in Zuiderkinderen.
Ja.
En mijn moederkant ook, maar ook door.
Nee, maar kijk, als je vaders kant, hè? Vader is Nigger.
Ja,
Oké. Hey, dat is
Wat voor
beautiful,
muziek
man.
luister je?
voor alles.
Dat is goed. Hey, we sowieso denken. Hey, all praise to the Most High, man. Sowieso. Hey, it's always a beautiful thing to see a brother Knowing about the truth, man.
Want jullie hebben ook een eigen camp?
Dit is
This
het,
is
man.
here's the camp, but we study also. So
Van Den Haag.
yeah, here.
Oké.
But you, maar Delft is heel ver van hier.
Nee, het is 15
We gaan studeren, kom hier, represent je bodykill. Broeders moeten komen, man. Snap je? Mike? Ja?
Ik denk dat hij Levi is, denk ik.
Kan, ik weet het niet. Het kan, het
Ik
kan.
denk het wel.
Ja, het is
Interessant, het is verschillende tribes. Je hebt het op 12.
Ja, dit zijn de stammen toch? These are the tribes. So they're from different countries. But even like you is Morocco, toch?
Nee, de Irakees.
Irakees? Okay, but even over there, our people are scattered all over the globe. So the thing is, like, it's not just because of dark skin or whatever. There are Israelites that may look like you. The Israelites over there in India, Israelites in they call this place in Japan and China, Philippines. You got brothers over there teaching. So don't get discouraged by thinking like, nah, man, I'm not part of this. I'm not part of this. You could be part of this.
But which one would I be? Because I don't see.
Well, because these tribes, these countries show you actually where most of these tribes go. So I cannot say right now specifically like you or this. You could be any one of them.
Because there's a lot of Arabs.
Yeah. That's well, the Arabs are known in the Bible as the descendants of Ishmael.
Ja, we hebben wel een paar broeders
So
van die staan.
this is really about the Israelites. The Israelites, like I said, also in Iraq.
Het zou mooi zijn als
Many
we-
of our people are over there, man.
Yeah, I know, definitely. I've read the history about the Sumerians and Babylonians.
Yeah.
Daarom.
So hey, that's it, man. Hey, if you open, you believe, you really think you want to be saved, I suggest come, listen, grow. If the Spirit really is with you, the Spirit will display that you are a child of the Most High. If you're a child of the Most High, meaning an Israelite, and you are capable of obtaining it and walking in it, you will be saved. You will be saved. So that's what I say. We're not in the type like, no, this man not in it. If God is come in your spirit, you're calm spirit, you have the mind to listen and to want to research things, that is a right mind to have. You know, so feel free, come, ask questions, obtain growth.
It's very difficult, asking questions and studying is always up to anybody.
Yeah.
But joining a group, for example, is something which requires loyalty. You can't just join a
No.
group and
Hey,
go
but that's true. Before somebody joins, you need to be screened and be shown like, okay, are you really about this? Are you really capable of doing it? Because when you come to serve the Most High, Satan will come trying to test you. That's what people need to understand. Not everybody, many people like Christians, they think like, I believe in God, I Jesus, I praise Him, and that everything is going to be easy, but that's not how it works. If you truly serve the Most High, you upset the wicked. And now the wicked will attack you in order to get you away. People will come up on your road, you might have misfortune, you might lose your job, your woman might go up against you doing all types of crazy things. The devil will use anything to pull you away from serving the Most High. So it means you're going to suffer and you will fight against the enemy. And not everybody has that mind to do that because certain go to things, they lose their woman. Oh my God, my woman left me, I don't want to do this, man. And they stop. You see, so someone, I lost my job, but I'm not going to be in the spirit like, man, I lost my job, I don't want to do it, to go look for something else.
Exactly, well that's how you said, how you're going to deal with the situation is very important
Yes.
for everybody. And this is like what you are doing, I'm sure you get some great rewards.
Exactly. All the suffering the Most High sees, and He is going to reward us for that.
Yeah, because what I appreciate is when somebody who is, something good, and I see that you do something good. So,
That's true.
and I see that there are always different differences, different people, this and that.
Yeah.
But I believe like we can all also live together. We can also talk to each other. And
Yeah.
be nice and happy. Funny, right? Yeah, just like the film.
Ja, eigenlijk zaterdag is het zaterdag.
Let me.
Fucking Moses.
Right, man, Moses? Hey, fuck Moses!
Ja, nee.
Ja, man.
Ik ben zo op zaterdag.
Kijk, ik ben zo vanuit. bij Ephraim. Dus daarmee zit ik elke keer van hoe of wat. Dus,
Werk je voor jezelf of voor?
Ja. Het is, want dat is juist de grootste dagmeester
Voor evenementen, dat is waar.
Dus daar zit ik elke keer net mee.
Ja, weet je, kijk, we doen wat we kunnen. Hè?
Daarom.
Ja.
We doen wat we kunnen, weet
Deze
je.
wereld is niet meer van ons.
Precies.
Dus op zo'n manier is het net een beetje. Ja.
Hey bro, maar ik ben je naam, sorry man, ik heb die naam niet eens genoteerd. Je naam?
Ja, u. Dubbel G. E-R. Achternaam is Issachar.
It's connected.
Als je nu kijkt, hij.
Hey, this is the most high, man. Let me read the script, man. The man's goings is of the Lord, man. Man's goings is of the Lord. You know? Most high, they say, the most high works in miraculous ways, man.
Hij zit ook helemaal in. Hij zit helemaal in.
Ik heb met hem kung fu getraind.
Ja, man. Kijk, ik doe zelf mooi DJ. Kijk, dit is zo. Oh, in Den Haag. Oh ja, bij Sheffield. Ja. Oh, oké.
Ik ken hem. We doen maar de groeters. Ja, ik heb al lang niet gesproken, maar hij en ik moeten, we hebben geen beef of zo, maar we moeten een keer uitpraten.
Ja, nee, maar hij zit ook helemaal in de groep.
Kijk wat het was, hij zou hier ook komen. Ik heb hem uitgenodigd.
Halloween, man. Halloween is echt iets waar je meer over moet vertellen, want ik weet er echt niet zoveel
Oh ja, ja, man. We gaan verder, man. We gaan verder. De broeder is nu ook erbij gekomen, dus ik weet niet.
Hij zit nu echt heel diep ook in en zo.
Ja, dat is goed.
Met een paar in Den Haag. Bijvoorbeeld zijn we met een paar. We zitten gewoon met een paar bij
Oh, jullie zitten bij elkaar, hè?
Ja.
Maar hij is ook gewoon in Den Haag.
Hij woont in Delft,
Hij
man.
woont ook in Delft. Broeders moeten komen, kill. Congregaten met elkaar, toch?
Meestal zijn ze zaterdag bij elkaar.
Ja.
En dan maandag, soms 2 keer in de week. Meestal maandag.
Ja.
Via Zoom zijn we aan het bellen met elkaar.
Oké.
Maar hebben jullie ook, hebben jullie ook diepere understanding dan van de strip?
Profetie, we gaan in profetie en zo.
Ja.
Oké.
We gaan ook heel diep op in en zo. We volgen wel een beetje IUC die richting.
Ja, man. Sowieso dope, man. Ik ga je sowieso connecten, kill.
Zeker, zeker.
We gaan into die dingen, man. Lord willing, kom je ook, kill. Represent your body, kill.
Ja, nee.
Toch? But we're talking right now, we're going in onto Halloween, man. You know?
Nee,
That's,
ja, zo.
yeah. Hey, Shalom. So yeah, man, we're going to continue for the brother over here, going into Halloween, explaining about the satanic Halloween. It says it here, the last night of the year of the old Celtic calendar, where it was old year's night, a night for witches. So now we get into the darkness. They said it was also referred for the Celtics. As
Celtics are from the UK.
Die Kelten,
Kelten.
de Kelten.
But here it says old year's night, a night for witches. And witchcraft is not in line with the Bible. You're not supposed to, if you get Deuteronomy 18 in verse 10, this is what the Bible says about witches. We're not supposed to do
And
this.
this is something that is very, all of the people do it. Some people do it little, some people do it big.
Yep,
They
yep.
try to manipulate it.
Yep. There's so many things like casting spells. I don't know if you heard about the
And
hype.
it came from Babylon, you know,
That's true.
right?
That's true. You know, Babylon, how you exactly said it, the Sumerians before. But there's a witchcraft being used also by these females. I don't know if you heard about it, which they called it fabbing. Which these females, they use vaginal fluid and then they dab it on themselves to attract men. This is crazy. But they did this And the reality of doing something like that is the act of witchcraft, because you're using something to entice men. You're trying to blind somebody in believing and loving you by the way of this.
And there are men who fall for it.
Men fall for it. Men are attracted.
They want it more even than like the normal perfume that.
True. And even the makeup, we call it fake up. I saw a video from my elder, one of my elders in America. You have women that put so much makeup on their face. After they remove it, when you see their face, you'd be like, oh my God, you'd be like, what? But there's so much fake up that it's totally fake. You're not even real. The same thing, breast implants, ass fake, lips fake, hair fake, everything fake. So that's the world where we're living in right now, man. Everything is fake until you make it.
And you know what hurts me more? It's not even that they're deceiving us. It's more that they're even deceiving themselves.
They deceive themselves, yeah.
What happens if your children grow up in that area? You know?
Their mind's corrupt.
They accept it for fact.
That's true. So as long as they don't love themselves, they cannot truly love. If you don't love yourself for who you are as a person, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit of makeup, extra color or perfume.
Sure.
But the way how they do it, they just go over the top. They put foundation, lip things here, eye shit. This just too much. Just too much. You know? Well, let's continue, man.
Yes.
Had jij die scripture?
Welke is het?
Deuteronomy 18 verse 10.
18 verse 10?
We jump a little bit because I want to show also what the Bible says about witches. This is totally...
Ja, maar dit is niet over het killen ervan, hè?
Nee, dit gaat over witchcraft, medium, sorcery, al die dingen. Dat mogen we niet doen.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 10.
Yep.
There shall not be found.
You do understand English good?
Yes, very good.
Okay, because then I can keep English, because my listeners love more English. If I speak Dutch, they'll be like, what is he talking about? You know?
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times.
Dit is Leviticus 20.
Nee, 18.
18?
Deuteronomy 18.
18 vers 10.
Ja.
10?
Ja.
Deuteronomy 18 vers 10.
Ja.
Go on. Because this is actually speaking about child sacrifice. This is what our people also did. Burning children to some idol. Go on.
Or an enchanter, or a witch.
Or an enchanter. An enchanter is a person that is actually summoning up spirits.
Yeah.
And they do rituals. Again, sacrifices need to be made to summon up a demon. And a demon is an intelligence. So sometimes you have people that go to a medium, right? They say, I'm going to tell you about your future, about your woman you're dealing with, about your future
They're
things.
actually calling a demon.
That's a demon. A demon is intelligence that has knowledge about you. And the entity tells everything to the person, and the person is telling it to the person, to somebody that steps up.
That makes sense.
That is what it is. And then when they hear it, they be like, how do you know? Yeah, how do you know? There's a spirit involved. This is not something like his own ability, like I can see what is going on. No, there's a spirit that is telling him and showing, and can show things as well. Like sometimes the spirit can show by visions in their eyes when they just go to your whole house, and then they say, I see at your house, I see that you got a lot of clothing over there. You do a lot of washing and so. And the person be like, how do you know? How do you know? Because the spirit can send all these things inside of the brain of the person to see these pictures. You know? Go on.
Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits.
A charmer is a person that is actually trying to entice you to like it. That's an example what I said with the fabbing, how they use fluid. A charmer also goes into propaganda.
Yeah.
It's enticing you to come along and to believe it. Follow me. I'm telling you the truth. I'm honest. I'm sincere.
Like a lot of politicians do.
Politicians, exactly. Exactly. In the Bible it says, his words are sweet as oil, but war was in his heart. Dus de woorden die ze zeggen zijn zoet en willen vertrouwen winnen, maar in hun achterhoofd zijn ze bezig met oorlog aan het voeren tegen de bevolking. Go on.
Or a wizard or a necromancer.
Or a wizard. A wizard is actually the same thing like how a wizard in the what was that movie? The Night of Arthur? De Ronde Tafel.
Oh, like Merlin.
Merlin was a wizard. Harry Potter, you know? But that's by a playful way they introduce these children onto this. Oh, Harry Potter, dude, trying to sound innocent, but it's not innocent.
Yeah, man, exactly. And even the Harry Potter movies are dark, man.
Dark things, you know? And you had back in the days, I know this, when you had this cartoon called Winx Club, but they also have a movie or series right now on Netflix concerning Winx, which is the same thing as sorcery. Witchcraft is being used, and they make it playful, enticing the people in these type of things, man. You know, go on.
For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord God Yahawah.
So all that are occupied in doing those things are an abomination unto the Lord, which a lot of people are doing it. When you look at a musician, a Beyonce, Cardi B, or Billie, what's her name? Billie Eilish. She's straight up demonic, man. If you see her clips, so dark. She had a clip where she had some dark fluid leaking out of her eyes. She had at a concert, this bitch, you know how those demons go to the back, right? Like this, completely to the back, like how the demon exorcism.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
She did that, and the people are not even looking up strange, like, yo, what the? If you see something like that, you're gonna be like, yo, what the? Oh, hey, that's some demonic shit. But their fans are like, yeah, oh my God.
But you know what I'm wondering
Blinded.
about? There's, for example, advertisements.
Yeah.
These are very subtle, you know. Sometimes I think they're also like not good or something. How do you explain that?
Advertisement is the same thing as sorcery and propaganda. Is in the movie, movie which you need to see is They Live. Remember it or write it down in your telephone. They Live. In that movie, you have this person who finds certain glasses and he puts it on and then he looks to everything, and then while he looks to everything, you see obey, you see bye.
Yeah.
You see the world for what it is, and that is actually what is taking place. Everything is hidden, subliminal message. So they use certain words in the names of the companies are already messages to reach into your mind and suggestively pull you to buy things. The same thing as the usage of colors. Certain colors together have a certain impact on your mind, and it steers you to do certain things or to feel, to think certain things.
Because I know a lot about these things, and I'm actually working in this space, and I find it very often. I find myself discussing with my personal consciousness, and like, is what I'm doing, is it righteousness or not?
Yeah.
Because I know these tricks
Yeah.
that they're talking about.
Yeah.
And you know, that's always like on my mind. Like, I would never say untruth in an advertisement.
No.
You know? So when you do sell something, you want to advertise for it, you'd have to say what's the truth, you know,
That's right.
and to use the tools that are available for you that are not trying to deceive you. And I think then it's fair game.
True. But then it's most of the time, like that's why in America they have this thing, right? They have a commercial, and at the end of the commercial you had this voice very quick. And then everything. Like, but then they tell you what is in it, but that last piece goes so fast that you don't really catch it.
That's deceiving.
But that's deceiving. That's what advertisement is about.
Yeah.
Advertisement is there to promote something and to cause a person to buy.
But you
no
can
matter
have,
if,
you
no
can
matter
have
if they
normal
don't need it.
advertisements.
Yeah, honest. That's like transparent, honest advertisement. But then it's not going to lead to big sales. Because it's all about sales.
Yeah.
It's not about, they will sell you something which you don't even need.
Yeah.
That's how advertisement goes. So if they would honestly tell you everything from the beginning to the end, now a person truly can think like, I don't need this. I'm not gonna buy this, man. But if you bring it in a way like it's cool and this, and don't you know about this, and if you use this and then that, you'd be like, I'm gonna buy it. I'm going 50% courting, and I'm in discount. If you call now, within 20 minutes, call now, like putting the pressure on you, like call now, you can get 50% discount.
It's amazing, Mike.
It is amazing, Mike. But wait, there's more.
There's always a discount.
Yeah. Wait, there's more. We will add a very handy bag with this thing if you call now. People be like, I'm gonna call now. You gonna get the bag too? Yeah. And always the same thing. 30 days. The 30 days by which you can bring it back. If you don't like it, you can always bring it back. That's also something which people love to hear. Like, okay, if I don't like it, then I can always send it back. Most of the time, people are not going to be in a mindset and think like, I'm going to send it back.
No,
You already have
especially
it.
if it's low cost, like 20 euros here, 30 euros
Exactly.
there.
You see? So that's the case, man. Let me see. Where we go? Let's go on. Let's go on. It says here, a pagan holiday given a cursory baptism. The word and the magical lore about the date were popularized by Burns' poem. It goes on, cheerful companion, rites of divination. But let me go to this one. There's a satanic ritual agenda with which they themselves speak about what a Halloween and other days represent for them. SRA, open scroll. SRA, and then it says open scroll. Here, boom. And I can show you as well. Let's open it up. This is a list of satanic holidays. So they show you from the beginning. January is the same thing. They teach our people that the beginning of a new year is the 1st of January. But the beginning of a new year starts around spring. When everything is starting to blossom, the birds laying the egg and all the eggs are coming out all green. That is when true life begins. Which is very logical if you think about it. We're not entering into a new year when everything is cold and everything is just completely down, and it doesn't make sense.
Hello?
But they have tricked people to believe in this lie. You know? So check this out. Halloween, right? Here. This is let me show you, man. This is what it says. Here. It starts already here, October 13 to 30. The preparation for Halloween's Eve, Samhain. Abduction, this is what they do. Abductions, holding and ceremonial preparations. An individual for human sacrifice. So human sacrifice. Could you get Wisdom of Solomon? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 in starting at verse 5 or 6. This is what they do. So here, 28:30. Satan is high holy day related to Halloween. The blood, human sacrifice each day, and it says any age, male or female. And then here 30:31 is the day itself. All Hallows Eve and Halloween night. Blood and sexual, so they do blood rituals and they do sex magic. It says sexual climax, association with demons, animals, which is bestiality, not allowed by the Most High, and of human sacrifice, any age, male or female, and animals. So now he's going to read in the Bible what the Most High says about these things, doing these things. Wisdom of Solomon?
Chapter 12, verse 9.
They start at verse 6.
Verse 6?
Yeah.
With their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew,
Start at 5.
and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh.
3.
3.
Yeah.
For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land.
Go on. Oh, die camera is op mij nu, hè? Ja, go on.
whom thou hatedst for doing most odious works.
So the Most High hates the most odious works. What are the odious works? Odious is like horrible, afgrijselijk.
Hateful.
So, what?
Hateful.
Hateful, yep. What are the things that they do? The sacrificing of children, the cutting open of children and drinking their blood, sexual things towards children. That is odious works which they do, and they do this. Go on.
Odious work of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices,
Of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, offers. Go on.
and also those merciless murderers of children,
Merciless murderers of children, babies. Even babies. There are certain children or women are being groomed to become pregnant at a certain time of the year, and then their child is specially been created to be sacrificed for a certain time, or to become a certain child to be groomed and then to be a sex slave. Go on.
This still happens in 2022?
This is still happening. For example, you should look up the Mickey Mouse Club. The Mickey Mouse Club, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera, when they were children, they were completely groomed in the so-called pop stars that they are today. And that happened in the Mickey Mouse Club. So even if you're looking at back in the days, you had a show called Hannah Montana, which was from Miley Cyrus. When you look at those things, you see the hypersexualization. They sexualize these little children, man. The same thing as what's the chick's name? Ariana Grande. If you look at it right now, you look at Ariana Grande. She looks very young, like a little girl. But trying to imagine when she was around 14, 15 years old or even younger, she was playing roles in type Disney XD series, and then they hypersexualized her, doing all type of certain things, which is enticing or sexually related, and this is all being displayed onto children. So they don't leave the children out; they program the minds of the children,
and devourers of man's flesh,
The followers of man's flesh. So they not only slay people, but they also eat. There's a saying which they said like, they really believe that the drinking of the blood of children works rejuvenating upon them. There's another person, Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper, he had a whole diary, and I don't know if it was his true diary, but I read a diary which said this is the diary of Jack the Ripper, was in the library. I read the things that this man did. This man was crazy.
But these are not normal people.
They are not normal people, but they're Satanists. They're the same thing like Aleister Crowley. These people bow down unto Satan, so everything that they do goes against nature, goes against the will of the Most High. This man was talking backwards. He was walking backwards. He's going against the Most High. So every righteous thing that you do, the Most High created the man, and He created the woman. The woman and the man together can bear children. This man, Aleister Crowley, said the highest level of sorcery that a man can achieve is if he gets popped or if he pops a man from behind. That's sodomy. Yeah, that's what he said. And this man is a high level sorcerer.
faggot.
A high level witch, a high level faggot as well. But he was a high level sorcerer, a magician, or a warlock, And the same thing is what these artists are doing right now. When you see an artist high placed, these people gotta do some.
A lot of them,
They gotta do some dirty things, man. And but yet, when they had the camera upon them, they act all tough, nigga. I'm gangster, nigga. You ain't no gangster. If you openly would say what you had to do for all that fame, everybody would be like, yo, hey, I ain't dealing with him, man. I ain't dealing with him. But they ain't gonna tell you the truth. Young Buck got caught by 50 Cent with being with a transgender. You be thinking like, Young Buck, this man looks like a gangster. No shirt on, tattoos, dangerous, talking about I'm gunning people down. But he's dealing with a transgender? What is going on?
Yeah, it's weird.
What is going on? Filthy season, man.
Yeah, but
It's a
what
lot
you
of
said,
deceiving.
A lot of deception.
what
Yep.
you said a time ago, man, that you can eat the cloned flesh of celebrities also.
Cloned flesh. That's a beautiful example. Right now they're using the cell tissue from celebrities to create a meat, and they call it celebrity meat. And there are people buying it, eating it. Meat which is created from the child tissue of humans. That's the straight up cannibalism. But people love it because it is their, it's their so-called beloved superstar. This is the meat of Kanye West. This is the meat of Ellen DeGeneres. And they eat it. But you're not supposed to do that. That is an abomination in the eyes of the Most High. Yep.
And the feasts of blood.
The feast of blood, which also was mentioned, blood. That's why many a times you also see, you have this song from Eminem, 3 a.m. You should check it out.
One of my favorite songs.
When he's laying in the bathtub and then he has the blood all over him. What is this? And the way how it looks, I even believe that it is real blood. The way how he sits in it, the blood, the color of it, disgusting, man. The same thing is with Machine Gun Kelly. You know, Machine Gun Kelly is a rapper. And his wife, I don't know what was his name for the woman? There's also some model. But they spoke out about how they drink each other's blood.
What?
Yeah, they drink each other's blood. They drink each other's blood. I was also like, yo, she just dropped the bomb like
I
that.
bet he drinks her period blood, man.
Which one?
Her period blood.
Period blood.
Look like the
Disgusting,
movies,
man.
vampires, with the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Vampires is the same.
That's exactly what it is, man. So when you see those movies like vampires and people think like, nah, man, science fiction. This is real. They really feast on the blood of people. They really feast and they love the blood of young children because when they drink it, they believe that it rejuvenates, it gives them strength.
Yeah, because of the adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome, that's a beautiful example. I was thinking it, and this brother is saying it, man. You have this thing as well. They take a child, they put a child in a little cage, and then they're going to torment the child by pricking it, or they have a little stick, and on the end of the stick there's shocking. So they shock the child continually. To torment the child, to put it in great fear. They give the child drugs, LSD, and then they torment the child. And the child is completely flipping out while it's in a cage. As it is flipping out in the cage, her body will put out all those neurotransmitters into her blood, which is the adrenaline, all type of neurotransmitters are being shot out of the body, and it enters into the blood. And when the child is tormented so heavy, all is in the blood, then they kill her and then they drink it and then they get high from that blood. Because it has it's the same thing like when people do cocaine, right? They get this feeling, that high feeling. That's kind of the same shot that happens when they torment the child, slice the child and drink that blood. They get a high feeling. That's what happens.
That's crazy because
Yeah.
I mean, it's so extreme.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. I can't change it, man. But that's how their mind operates. So when we see and hear these things, you're gonna be like, yo, how can somebody be like this? But that's the whole purpose. They were created to be the wicked. In the Bible, they're called the wicked, so they will do wicked things. You with your mind look at it and think like, man, I could never do something like that. No, not even if somebody will offer you millions, like, man, I give you millions if you do this. I'm like, hell no, man, I don't need your money, man. You ain't gonna do that, you know? But them, their mind, they do this because they get power. They do these things because it is all ritual towards Satan. So the same way like how God demands for you, ask from you, pray, believe in me, you know? Ask me. Moments of fasting, moments of getting on your knees and praying. Those are the righteous ceremonies towards God. But Satan also asks things. He asks like sacrifice somebody. Or you love this person, or you want fame. Okay, are you willing to lay this person down? He won't give you the fame. What was the song? Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton, his son, I believe it was his son, on a very young age died.
Yeah, 6 or something.
He fell from a store high. This man had foreknowledge. He was already warned about what would happen in order to go higher up. So he was able to sacrifice his child. Sacrificing his child for fame and fortune. This is what people do.
Here in Holland also.
Here in Holland,
Holland also with the law you can do also things with children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, you see that, man?
You can do anything. What do you mean?
No, but yeah, what he explained.
They make it look like an accident, but the fact is it was not.
Yes.
No, but that is law also possible.
No, it's not. How is that possible?
Here in Holland.
What do you mean? Explain.
Like,
There's no law with your kid.
Oh, but also like grown men with small children.
Yeah, good. They're gonna legalize pedophilia.
Say legalize pedophilia. Also here in Holland.
Yep. This place also is occupied in doing these things, man. This place is not innocent. Everybody wants to be famous. Anybody wants to do things, you know?
But famous, that's the energy from the A side.
Yep.
From the devil.
Yep.
And not from the normal people.
Exactly.
Until end of times, the devil will always be there.
Well, he will always exist, but he's gonna be like now the Satan and the devil, should I say? He can tempt everybody, also us right now.
The spiritual demon.
It's a spiritual demon, Satan. But when we will be out of this kingdom and this empire taken down and our kingdom established, Satan is not going to tempt or provoke us anymore. We're gonna be free from that type of torment. The Satan is only going to torment the heathens, the rest of the nations. So
we could say we passed the test.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah. We passed the test. We are in rulership, in a glorious estate. No more torment. We shall never know tears and pain. Let's get that, man, in the book of Revelation. Is dat daar? Dat is klaar, toch?
Ja, wat jij wil, dat is kijken. With their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew,
Yeah.
and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of help.
So parents even themselves, if you're looking at Will Smith, you see what happened with his son and with his daughter, Jaden Smith, when he made the Karate Kid movie. You saw the way how he looked, his hair, manly. I was like, yo, this man dope, man. Fighting there, you know, having contact with this little girl and all those things. He looked like a cool guy, like a little, like loving kid, you know.
Yeah, sure.
And then later, this man, his whole mind flipped. You see him wearing all of a sudden skirts, doing all type of makeup, all type of shit. Be like, what the hell is this? The industry, Hollywood. Mike, I want to say Mike. Will Smith. There was a piece. Which show was it? Was it with Ellen DeGeneres? Some show. He was there with his son, and then he tried to kiss Jaden on his lips. And he was like, no. And he was like forcing him, like grabbing his hand, like, I want to kiss him on the lips. And at that time, he was already like, I think he was around 15, 16 years old. You're not going to kiss your son 15, 16 years old up on the lips. Like, what the hell is this? But that shows you, when you see those things, you got to understand, like, this is agenda. You're trying to make it seem normal, and then they say, like, yeah, but it's my own child. What do you mean that's your own child? You're not going to kiss your son when he's 15, 16 years old on the lips. You don't do that. But they make it seem like innocent, normal, to program the minds of people. Slowly, short after that, I saw him wearing skirts, you know. His daughter being very manly, you know, getting in that same spirit as the mother, which is Jada Pinkett, promiscuous, having sex with all type of men. A so-called open relationship. Will Smith knew about it, and Will Smith was having sex with who heet ze? Margaret Robert?
Ja, Margot Robbie.
Hoe heet ze?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, the woman from Harley Quinn she played. Harley Quinn. I don't know if you know, but
Harley Quinn, I know.
Yeah, she played Harley Quinn. She looked good. I like that. When she played in that movie, I was like, damn, she looked good. But afterwards, she played in the movie again, and she was completely skinny. I was like, what the hell happened with her?
Weird.
What the hell is going on? I was looking like, she used to look good, but now she looks like if she did some drugs, cocaine.
Exactly, that was what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Lack of adrenochrome.
Hey, that could be. Hey, now you see it, man. As what was her name?
Celine Dion
Celine
also.
Dion.
Yeah, man.
If you look at her right now, man, you're gonna think like, no, man, no. Before you saw Celine Dion, I have to say she looked attractive.
Was a beautiful woman,
She's
yeah.
a beautiful woman. But if you see Celine Dion now, you be the Walking Dead, as if she's the Walking Dead. The way how her body, her whole face, everything completely.
But not all superstars go to be that way, right? Because like for example,
Hey man, on that level,
there are a lot of because they're like idols, you know. They're that's why they're called stars. And people
That's-
worship them. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, like a Beyonce, for example, she goes, but you don't want to know what she's doing in order to maintain her position.
all of them.
Hey,
Beyonce say
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. We had one Dutch artist taken by Justin Timberlake to the Americas. He discovered her on YouTube. Esme Dentes. She made one album. Where are the other albums? Why? Why did she leave Justin Timberlake? Because she had to do other stuff to make another album, to make more albums. You have to suck the cock, or
other
whatever,
foul things.
among
foul
other
things.
things.
Yep. But
That's
you
why
wanted
you
to
don't-
say something
Yeah,
about Beyonce.
just like Beyonce, what she say. Every time she performs, she say, "I'm in a trance." I'm in a spirit.
Yeah.
All the spirit is in it.
Yep, yep. Sasha
Not
Fierce.
so, it's
Yeah.
It's not normal.
It's so you know weird.
Yeah.
Like, but I agree what you guys are saying because the thing is like what do you call it in Holland, Voice of Holland.
Yeah.
You know they finally discovered that what's really happening. You know like how they are.
Behind-
forcing, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They're forcing the people who are singers to do sexual acts and
Yep,
stuff like that.
yep. Hey,
Even long time ago, like 10 years ago, there was like an American movie coming out where it showed like how there's this alpha male and like all the models have to do his bidding. You know, it's so weird. But that's the industry. Yeah.
that's it, man. The Bible says it. Hey, let's get that in Luke 8 and 17. Everything that they do in the dark will come to the light.
Yeah, but every star, every famous person, male or female, they have to do stuff, man. Otherwise, you can't get famous
Yep.
or rich. The book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 17.
That's it.
For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
Exactly, man. So they do things in the dark, behind closed doors. You good? So they do things behind closed doors, and everything is coming out. Pedophilia things with a little bit minus, man. Ali Bey, I believe Ali
Yeah,
Bey, he fled,
exactly.
he went away.
Disgusting.
Yeah, man. But you look at these things, and I'm like, if there's so much proof, so much things being said, how is it even possible for a person to just leave? If it was me or just a basic citizen, right? And you have done certain things, you wouldn't get a chance to just go like, it's getting a little bit too hot, I'm out of here, and you just can't leave. Why is it that they're not being blocked from taking the airplane, whatever they do, to go outside of the country? As soon as it got hot,
Because they don't have enough evidence.
Yes.
that's
Yes.
true. Yep. It's difficult to prove. This is the word. The only thing that they have is the SMS. Yeah, he sent me a dick pic. He said I had to do this and I had to do that. But until a certain degree, you might also look at it like how much you did yourself, like how much you gave in yourself. Was it under pressure? Did he have a gun on your head and said you go along? But because of fame. Because of fame, they were like, yeah, but if I'm going to say, then I might lose my position. So, until a certain degree, it is pressure.
Yeah,
It is
also,
pressure.
I think like, you're so young, for example, or you're so willing, so eager to become successful, right?
Yep.
And it's just because they got raised with like some principles.
Yep.
If you have something in your mind that you would never do it like that, or you have some, I don't know, but it's
That's it. Sirach chapter 10, Sirach 10 and 8. Exactly what you said. Principles. When you have a moral compass, there are certain boundaries as a person that you would set. When you go over there, you got skills, you show your skills. If they don't see you for who you are, your mind should be okay. Then this is not it.
Exactly.
I'll go somewhere else.
it shouldn't be about the money or the success that other people have in their mind, but about
Exactly.
your own success.
That. But seeing that this system is pushing them like, this is your only chance, your one and only opportunity We're gonna let it slide.
Because they're judging us.
That's true.
And we shouldn't fear their judgment.
That's
Only
true.
the judgment of the Almighty.
They should fear the one from above. That's who they should fear. But seeing that they want fame, they want to have a life, they want to make it, they want to be big timers here. They throw everything overboard. Read that?
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous
1:8
dealings,
verse 6.
bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices.
5. For there's nothing worse than a man that set his own soul to sale. Sirach 10 verse 5, or is it 10 verse 7 or 8? There's
And that's true also because you don't have a soul, you don't exist anymore.
That's it. You know, it makes.
Oh,
but
yeah.
what it actually goes in onto is that they throw everything to the side. Any moral compass, any form of ethics is being put to the side, and they make themselves perpetual slaves. What they actually say is like, you can do whatever you want. I will do whatever you want, but as long as I can get that money and fame. Then they tell you like, you have to go over there. You got a photo shoot. You got to go.
And it becomes more extreme every day.
That's it. And you can't say no. When you say no, they be like, oh, so you don't want to work? Then they might block your account, or they might say like you got some tax fraud, and then they slap you with it.
Publicity.
Yeah, publicity. They will lie. Yeah, this man, he harassed, he pedophile, he did this and that. They can just destroy you. Look at what happened with R. Kelly. And I'm not gonna say that he's totally innocent, but if a person is doing certain things which is not in line with what they want, they completely destroy you. And the understanding is he is right now like a scapegoat. They say, hey, he's a pervert, filthy, disgusting man. But the whole industry is involved in doing that. So they just use somebody, throw you under the bus, and while the whole party continues, man. Epstein, that whole island, that sex island, they do some madness over there, man. Filming things, people are not allowed, you know? You got it?
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 9.
Yep.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
Why is earth and ashes proud? Because people are right now, people are very proud right now, but there's no reason to be proud upon this earth, man. When you look at everything that is taking place, the state that the earth is in, there's no reason to be proud. If there's anything that you should be right now, you should be afraid and thinking like, man, I want to be on the right side of the Most High. What is it that I have to do? Let me do it to the full capacity and hope that the Most High will be merciful. That's what we gotta be. Not proud like a person that does things, destroys, steals, gets away with it, and things like nobody's gonna get me. That's the mind of the Edomite today. Go on.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man,
Yep.
for such an one setteth his own soul to sale.
He said it his own soul for sale. It's a spirit of covetous. What does it mean to be covetous? If somebody has it, I want that. That's what people have. That's why you see this whole generation of flossing. Like, I got chain, walking, balling, all type of chicks, you know, doing snuffing cocaine. Everybody wants to be the big shot, and everybody wants you to look at them as if they are floating up there. That's what people want. Oh, people want to talk. They want to hear you talk. And you see how much money you got, expensive car. Whoa, man! You saw this watch. Whoa. And they love that. Oh, it's the ego. Everything is being fed. They're talking about me. That's what they love. But none of it is what they can take when they go into the grave. So it is empty. The Most High is not looking upon them, and when they have all the millions, like the Most High says, like, hey, I love you because you got millions. The Most High doesn't look upon that. The Most High looks upon a person. You might even be poor, might just have enough to pay your rent, buy food, you know, buy clothing, you have your herbs, but you're walking in His way. The Most High looks at you.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not going to look at that person that is rich, but the world will look at them. Man, I want to be friends with him because if I follow him, I'm going to get money too. And then they look at a poor
Very
person.
material instead of looking at the,
Exactly.
But that are the things from the world and not from the Most High.
That's it.
That is just
That's it. That's it. You see? So there's continually a division on this earth. But as the world is actually walking on the broad way, just live it up, YOLO, make money. They're all towards destruction. But the only small path is a small remnant walking on a path, not being distracted. Hey, come on, man! You be like, nah, man, I'm doing this. You're walking on the path, and the Lord looking at you like, I'm pleased with that man. He's doing my will. I like that man. And he goes like how he did with Job. He goes to Satan like, because the most I was proud of Job. He was like, hey, have you seen my man over there? You know, he hates evil. He's walking in righteousness' sake. I'm well pleased with that man. The same thing is what's going to happen with you towards the Most High. He looks at you and he'd be like, towards Satan, like, you see my man? My man is walking the right way. Hates evil, walks him away. And then Satan is going to communicate again towards him. Yeah, but if I do this unto him, I'm sure that he's going to cuss you out. And the Most High going to be like, okay, you can try him. I believe my man is going to conquer the test. Go ahead, but you don't take his life. And then Satan can come to your life. And things can happen. You might lose your job. The spirit might jump on your woman. Your woman might go crazy, like, I don't want this. You got too much time in the Bible. You're not taking time for me. I'll leave. I'll put you through an ultimatum. This is a test. This is a test. If a woman wants to leave, bye. Go. You know, this is the truth. This is the way out. I'm not gonna cry like, oh my God, my woman made me like, oh man, I'm gonna jump off a building like that. No,
That
man.
is also in the scriptures say God, the man, the woman, and the child.
That's it. That's
Like
the
that,
order.
Like the order.
Yep.
Not other ways.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is important because many will struggle with that, man. Like, you tell them like, yo, hey, the Most High above everything, man. But my woman, man. And a woman can have a lot of power over a man. You know, nowadays these men are not true men, I have to say. They're very effeminate, they're simping. If the woman says, you ain't going nowhere, you stay here with me. Okay, you know? But the man is the leader. The woman which needs to follow. So, and it does not mean that you gotta be, it does not mean that you gotta be tyrant. Like, you gonna listen to me, we gonna stay at home. Like, not like that. But if you say like, I gotta go, this one. But if you tell the woman like, I have to fix this, I gotta do this, and that, the woman needs to listen, man. It's very simple.
Psalm 91 verse 4. There is also a thing.
Which one?
In
Read it.
Yeah, you can read it.
91 verse 1.
You got it?
He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be the shield and buckler.
Yep. That's the Lord. The Lord will put you under his wings, man.
Over his wings,
Yeah. That's what we need, the protection of the Most High, because a woman is not going to save you.
No.
When it's going to be war, all out war, bullets flying around, you got sex predators, big ass Tyrones, looking, snatching women from the street. A woman is not going to protect you. She gonna run to you like, help me, they wanna. And you can only save, for example, you can only save the one you love. If you have a woman, the one you love, you can only protect her if you walk in the way of the Most High, because God says, if you're not walking in His way, you will not be protected. He will not put an angel around you. So these people that right now doing crime and doing all type of evil, when the destruction is coming, God says, you got to do it yourself, because you was walking your own road. You was like, man, I don't need God, I do my own thing. God's going to be like, okay, do your thing. Well, you already know what's going to happen with those people. When the hell comes, destruction comes, oh my God, Jesus, sweet Jesus, help me.
There's going to be small pieces.
There's going to be small pieces. And the Most High is not going to help. He's going to be like, nah, don't call me. You didn't want my help. I sent the prophets. The prophet is what the Most High did. He did this continually. Grab my hand. And the people were like, I don't want your help, man. I don't need your help. God's going to be like, okay. I kept sending. They kept reaching. Come on, grab my hand. It's going to be dangerous. It's going to be destruction. Come on, man. Come on. I don't want your help. God's gonna be okay. That's on you. And then it comes. The destruction will come. It will come and it will build up.
It will not tarry.
It will not. Hey, the scriptures, man. It will not tarry. It is appointed that it will take place. So the same thing as now we jump back to Amos 5:21. The same thing is what we've been speaking about, the feast day, Halloween. Mark my words. Demons are going to be all over the globe, jumping on people, and you're going to hear the news. Somebody got stabbed, somebody got burned, somebody got gunned down, some spirit jumped on somebody to yeah?
Christmas tree burned down the house.
Christmas tree burned down
That
the
happened
house.
last year. Huh?
Yep.
What it sounds like to me, it's like the purge. You know, it happens once a year,
Yeah.
so that they prepare for the final purge, which is going to be everlasting.
Yep,
That's what
that's
it sounds like.
Like
to me.
carnival. Carnival is also the same.
carnival, exactly. The spirit of Bacchus, man.
Yeah.
That nakedness, that the things that you see at carnival. And when I was in the world, I've seen things. I was like, this is crazy. Nakedly, chicks that are in a relationship dancing, shaking their booty like this, and you'd be like, yo, this is a one adultery cesspool. That's what it is. Females that have a boyfriend shaking the ass, the music playing, ding 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 ding, and they dancing, scarcely clothed, shaking the ass. And you got men. Right, they do things. Drugs, alcohol, what happens? People get loose. Alcohol, the meaning of the word alcohol means spirits. Go look it up. Alcohol.
Yeah, it's poison.
It's spirits and it's poison. So when they drink it, these spirits enter inside of them. And what is it that you see with people? They get loose. Well, yeah, what's up?
That
They
is-
start to talk, to dance.
That is if you drink too much alcohol.
Yep,
And if you want to get drunk, do it at home.
yep.
And
Drinking
too
in
much
moderation.
indeed is poison.
Yep.
You can get liver cancer from it.
That's it, man.
Too much, yeah. But
Yeah,
because we're allowed to drink.
Yep, that's a good point. We're allowed to drink, but you drink with moderation.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's,
The first-
there's we say there's something good in it, but there's more bad than good in it.
Well, it's like, to a certain degree, I understand that saying. Because if you drink like wine, red wine, I believe it is like once or two times in a week, it's actually very good for your body.
Yeah, studies have proven that.
Exactly.
I've read those studies.
But if you take strong drink, like whiskey, and you drink it on a daily or weekly, that's going to mess up your liver. You will be destroyed. You know, but you wanted to say something, studies?
No, studies have shown that drinking a glass of wine per day or per week, I'm not sure about it, but
Yeah.
it can have a positive health effect.
Yeah, hey, that's true. Hey, the Lord changed water into wine. So we should never forget that it's a law, you're allowed. Because modern day Christians say you're not even allowed to drink. They say you drink, you're not allowed to drink. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
You're
man,
not
they're
allowed to
stupid
drink?
because during the Passover we have to
You have
drink
to drink.
red wine as a symbol of Yahawashi's blood that he shed for us.
But that's something that they don't celebrate because they don't know about the Passover. They celebrate Easter, Passover. The searching of eggs and the Easter bunny, which is just paganism. That's not in
But
the
I think
Bible.
it should be everybody's own choice whether they want to drink alcohol or not. Is that also
But it's not. You're not forced. If you don't want to drink, then you don't have to drink. But you are free to drink it. That's what it means. You're not. It's not against the law. Like how some say, like it's against. You're not allowed to drink. That's not true.
Yeah.
But the Bible gives you also instructions like if you drink with moderation. Because what happens if people drink a lot? They get wild. They're gonna fight. You know what, man? People are starting to talk. I always hated that, man. People completely talking in your face. Like, yo, man, what's up, man? What is this, man? What's this? Talking in your face and shit. And fights. People gonna say things, offensive things. And then the next day they hear like, yo, do you know what you said about that, man? Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I forgot, man. But you said offensive, hurtful things to somebody, man. Or you other things. You share secrets of people. Somebody that told you something in trust, and now you drunk, you say it out loud somewhere. It's hurtful, man.
Look, in Islam we say why we don't like to drink. That's why we say, for example, there is some good in it, but there's more bad than good. Because also as a society as a whole, if you get people to drink, most people they don't know how to handle themselves.
That's true.
But if you do know how to handle yourself, maybe you're okay with it. I don't know.
That's it.
And yeah, so many friends of mine who I saw drinking and stuff like that, they go overboard, you know, especially because they started at a young age.
Yep.
And it's so sorry to see them lose their entire life because the poison, if they stop drinking, they get pain. So
Yeah.
they have to keep drinking to have no pain.
Yeah, they
And
addicted.
they don't know
man.
how to have a good time
without the alcohol. That's messed up, man. You know,
So,
because
what I want to say something wonderful is that, for example, we believe that in the afterlife also, this is written, like you will get the drink, but it's not intoxicant.
well,
So we believe there is some replacement for it.
okay, but to a certain degree, I can understand what you say, because in the Bible it says the Redeemer, who they call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahawashi. He said that he wouldn't drink wine until we would return. So the Redeemer right now is not drinking wine. And the wine that we will drink in the kingdom is not going to be the wine like how the people make it here. There's going to be some bomb ass wine. the same as water, man. Now
The wine, actually, the wine from this time is worse than the time from
before,
Jesus.
exactly.
Because you know what they were drinking? They were drinking mixtures of herbs with some really powerful feelings that it has in it. It wasn't just alcohol. There were other things added to it. Which, it's very, very famous. The Greek people, they invented that.
The wine
The Greek people.
they invented what?
They invented beer and wine.
Okay, well, our people before already been drinking it. But if you say invented, then I might be thinking about the way how people are drinking it today. The wine or the estate of the wine
The
today.
wine is completely different.
I do believe it, because the grapes, the way how food is growing, is also different. The land, back in the days when our people been dealing with the land, there's a thing called the land Sabbath. You gotta give the land rest as well.
Yeah.
These things are not taking place anymore. They just completely destroy the land, spray all type of pesticides and all type of things. So everything is right now destroyed. The grapes, in the Bible it speaks about the size of the grapes. Back in the days the grapes were so big that two men on some stick had to hold it together, to hold it and bring it. A cluster of grapes. So we're in a whole lower state right now. You got genetically modified food without seeds. Frankenstein food. We're not even supposed to eat it, man. When you eat it, it's completely destroying your whole body. So the same thing, the fruit is used to make wine. So the whole estate of the wine is also plummet. But in the kingdom, it's going to be bomb-ass wine, and even water, man. Now you might think water. I don't drink tap water. I go to the store to buy water, and then I also be selective because I don't want no fluoride. When I see the F or the FL, which is how you call it? De scheikundige benaming, chemistry. Huh?
Are you talking about fluoride?
Yeah, fluoride. Or the element acronym for fluoride. I believe it is F or FL, fluoride. When you see this on the border in the store, don't buy it. That's why I drink Evian water. Drink that, but not.
I know Evian, it's good water.
But don't drink tap water, because tap water has fluoride, all types. They even put antidepressants in it. They destroy people, man. They mess people up. So don't. Where you know if you've been doing it, don't
I
drink
drink
it.
tap water on a regular basis.
Yeah, but don't do it anymore because it has poison in it. You know, they have done tests with this electro.
I'll buy coconut water instead. I really like
Coconut water is also really nice, man. And it's healthy. It tastes good and it's healthy. But
Also like skincare also.
Yep.
It's like coconut or other things
Yep.
are better than all the things what now are in store.
yep,
It's also not good.
yep, that's true. That's true.
You can
Nowadays
still
people
find
put
it, but
everything.
it's very difficult because you need to know from somebody else to give you that knowledge. Like tea tree oil is very good for you.
There are things, but it's searching, and most of the time those things are more expensive. But it's your health. So you invest in your health. That's the best thing to do, man. Because the cheapest things, you might think like, okay, cheap. But you drink it and you put it on your body, you destroy yourself. Okay, we don't want to destroy ourselves.
But our spirits are also not cheap.
That's true.
And that is why we don't want to have cheap stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. You know, but sometimes people, you know, you struggle, people think like, go and buy some, you know?
Yeah.
But we have to be wise in exactly how it says, man. We already have the spirit to buy cheap things. Like our people love to be, you know, it's a royal seed. Yeah, be a royal seed. You know, you're going to be royal minded and you desire the royal things. You don't want no low level things. You want the royal things.
We are prince.
Yes.
And
Yep.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know? Hey, wat had je nog meer?
Amos 5:21.
Oh yeah, we're going back to Halloween. So Halloween, we're not supposed to celebrate it, man. People are going to celebrate it. You're going to see people, you may even know them. You know, at your place, at your work, for example, or if you go to school. People go and entice you, man. Hey, man, we're going to have fun. We go to this party, Halloween party. I'm going to be a zombie. I'm going to be, you know, whatever they're going to be like, you know. It's going to represent death. That's what Halloween is. It represents death. Go on.
I despise your feast
This
days,
is what the Most High says. He hates, despises the feast days.
and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Yeah, because it is a sacrifice. When you contribute, when you partake of these things, you actually sacrifice it.
Yeah.
So when they partake of this, they make a disgusting sacrifice. It's like burning swine's flesh as a sacrifice towards God. God ain't waiting for that. You know, in the Belgische scripture, in Isaiah 65, verse 1, or is it 60, 66, 65 or 61? It says, your rebelliousness or your ways is like a smell of smoke in my nose. You know, back in the days in the world, I used to smoke. There was one thing that you always hated when you smoked, and then you was holding the cigarette, and then the smoke went into your nose while you was not smoking. That feeling,
Welke verse?
was it from the beginning, verse 1? Isaiah 65 from the top. I believe in verse 2 or 3 it says, your feast days or your ways are like a smell of smoke in my nose. Kom je kijken? Oh, het is al bijna 6 uur, man. Je moet het klaar, man. Let me look it up.
Wat heb jij? Oh, nee. Oh, joh, kijk.
The smell of smoke. Let me see. Like smoke. Like smoke. Ja, oh ja. Het is wel 65, man. Alleen Isaiah 65 vers 5.
The book of Isaiah chapter 65 verse 5,
Maar start volgens mij bij 4.
4,
Ja?
which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments,
Yeah.
which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things in their vessels,
So the same thing being mentioned again. The eating of swine's flesh is unclean. You're not allowed to do that. Go on.
which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou.
Many of our people have that mind state as well of thinking like, don't get near me because I'm holier than you. Many of those in the land of Africa have that, man. They say, yeah, the awakening didn't start in America. We already knew about being Israelites. But where were the camps? Where is the camp teaching and all the streaming from telling and explaining? They were not doing anything. But then yet they will say like, we already knew we are the Israelites and this time we already. There's a spirit like, I'm holier than you, which is a wrong spirit to have. Go on.
These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day.
Yeah, the Most High, the way how the Most High perceive it is like a smoke in his nose. When something is burning and the smoke is continually getting into your nose.
It's irritating.
You can't imagine how irritating it is. That's how the Most High looks at it when our people are also partaking in Halloween's Day. You know? In their eyes, they think it's innocent. And as we warn them, we're going to warn them. People will hear it. People will hear the video. Their mind is like Zechariah 7:11. This is their mind. You tell them these things out of care because you love them.
No, I believe you. I know this is a, you know, it's very subliminal. It's very soft.
Yeah.
Whisper in your ear saying, yeah,
exactly.
it's not
The
so
whole country, the whole city is going to be evolved around Halloween. Halloween commercials, Halloween in the whole store. Everywhere you will come, it's Halloween. The same thing as Santa Claus. You already see all the Santa Claus, the chocolate, the speculas, the pea, the paper note, everything. And we're only in it's October, yeah?
Yeah.
It's even October. Then
to push it as fast
yeah,
as possible.
get them in
Buy,
there. Buy, exactly. Then we go into Christmas.
Yeah, man.
Christmas Day, everybody in it. Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody in it. Christmas decoration, Christmas ball, lights, everything. And the system, what the system is doing, come on, be part of it. Everybody's doing it. Why don't you do it? Do you really think it's that bad? Everybody's doing it, then it must not be that bad. That spirit. But it is bad. Yeah?
Yeah, the book of Zechariah chapter 7 verse 11.
Yes.
But they refused to hearken
They refuse
and,
to hearken. They
and pulled away the shoulder.
pulled away the shoulder, like you tell them, like, don't do that. Don't touch me. Man. I will do what I want to do. Right?
And stopped their ears that they should not hear.
I don't want to hear it. I don't care what you say. I just do whatever I want to do. I'm not worshiping Satan. Leave me alone. That's spirit.
Yeah, man. And another thing that people don't realize is when you watch a horror movie, and if in that horror movie they have a seance,
Yep.
you're actually
What's a seance?
a seance is like conjuring demons.
Conjuring demons.
Oh yeah.
You're actually also how do you say taking part of that seance as well.
Yep.
So that's you know what you're doing is you're letting demons into your home without knowing, without realizing.
That's true. That's true. You know, so you got to be careful about those things as well. You know, for example, when you watch it, also pray. You know, pray that the Heavenly Father protects you. Man, the contact, yeah?
Ja, zeker.
Power, man. Beautiful, beautiful.
Maar ja, dat is het wel gewoon. Vroeger, I loved watching like these horror movies, but it messed with my mind. Like, you couldn't go to sleep, you start believing it, you see things.
A certain fear, you're gonna think like, I was young. I know the movie Poltergeist when I was a young kid, man. The first one with the little child, the blonde hair, the movie, and the TV screen. I was like young watching it. When I had to go to bed, I was like, yo, I want to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. My mom was like, you go, hey, ga naar boven nu. Morgen school. Ik zeg, nee, je gaat nu naar boven. Hey, that one, I was like, nee, man. That one really had an impact on me when I was a youngster. Looking at that one, I was like, no, he was kijk. But that is what these movies do. But we have to quickly because it's flickering. Okay, let's finish one scripture. Exodus 23. Last verse. Because it goes in onto how you said it. The whole system is going to be evolved around it. And this is what the Bible says. Just because everybody does things, there's a saying. Als iemand van de brug springt, ga je ook van de brug springen. There's a saying that my mom always said, like, yeah, but he did it too. Oh, okay. Als hij van de brug gaat springen, ga je ook van die brug gaan springen dan. Nee? Dat is hetzelfde. The same thing with celebrating these feast days. People are partaking in things because they see masses doing it. That's the mindset. If everybody's doing it, that's no big deal. Why should not do it? There's nothing going to happen. As if God, their mind is like, if there would be a God, then God would punish. That would mean that the Heavenly Father has to punish masses of people because masses of people are doing it. I don't think that God would be like that, so it's not a big deal. Let me just do this. People are going to find out, man, how the Most High operates, man.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What do you do if you don't have any money anymore?
When you don't have any money anymore,
Yeah, what do you do then?
well, you gotta apply
Find
for
a
job.
man.
You gotta
Find a man! Oh, I'm just a single woman for years already.
You're a single woman.
But I don't need a man to have money.
No,
Right.
but apply if you don't have.
You
I said-
motivate that?
No,
Find a man
No,
for
it's a
money?
joke.
Listen.
That's horrible.
It's a
No,
joke.
I don't
It's
know
a
what he
joke.
said, but you asked me the question. You say if you don't have money, right?
Yeah.
You gotta apply for a job. I believe
Apply
US
for a job.
for
I'm
them.
sick.
But how do you have no money?
Well, everybody steals it.
But then you shouldn't allow people to steal. How do you mean everybody steals it?
Through the bank.
What do they? How do you mean they steal?
Yeah, it's fraude.
How
Okay,
do they
maar-
steal?
Yeah, they do it through the bank. I'm not the bank, huh?
But I don't know because if there's a
Tell
fraud,
me. No, I
if-
listen to him.
but if there's a way of fraud, you got the WhatsApp
I try
scam.
everything. I ran from bank to bank, from code to code, from passport to driver's license.
But
And
I-
still they get a touch of it.
I don't understand.
You know what
you
I
say.
look for?
I
A
don't
real
understand.
tough bed.
Again?
Well, that's here.
A
What did you
bad
say?
bed.
That's here.
What do you say?
She's
A
looking
bad
for a
man.
real tough man, she
bad
said.
A
man.
bad man.
That's here.
A bad man. A bad man.
A bad man, yeah.
What do you mean with a bad
I'm
man?
looking already for 3 years for a bad man.
What is a
So
bad
you
man?
can solve it.
What is a bad man?
Yeah, bad man. What do you do?
thief.
What do you think? If you're
bad
just an
man is a-
honest woman and a nice woman like me,
You
what
look-
would you do if you were a bad man?
You're looking for a
And you
criminal.
love me. What would you do?
Well, we ain't gonna rob a bank for you.
You're
No,
looking
you
for,
don't have to rob a bank for
But
me.
you
you're
said a
looking for a
bad
sugar
man.
daddy.
No, I'm not looking for sugar daddy.
But look, I'm getting that you're broke and you're sick.
No, I'm
But-
not
but-
broke.
But
Okay,
you
but
said
you're
you don't
struggling.
have
No,
any
they
money.
But
steal
there's-
money from me.
But I don't please elaborate,
No, but
explain us.
you're smart. You can figure it out.
Stole
No, 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 no. Hey, I want to
Hey,
know.
hey, geen man wil jou, want je luistert
Nee,
niet, man.
dat gaat dat dit
Nee, maar het is gewoon zo. Wie wil haar nou, man? Welke man wil een vrouw die niet werkt en ziek is? En je
she
luistert
said she
niet.
will.
Welke man wil dat?
Nobody, but I
Now
wanted,
then.
I wanted to know what she truly meant.
She's
with
full of
money
shit.
stole.
No, man, she's full of
When
shit.
she talks, I was already thinking she talks smack, but I wanted to explain herself in words what she meant when they steal, because nobody can just steal money from your account.
That's why I said
what the
she's
fuck
full
you
of shit.
talking about, man?
She just wanted some attention, man, and she got it.
She wanted the bad man, but she
Maybe,
just made a fool of
maybe
herself.
they took some money from her because she owed other people money. That's what banks can do, you know? Or the government can say.
Yeah, they confiscated.
Yes, exactly.
Het is een beslaglegging.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But that's not
Maybe
fraud.
that's it.
Ja, maar
But then
luister,
you
kijk.
deserve it. You gotta pay.
just
What do you
distracted,
think? You
man.
gotta pay.
Yeah,
And she
exactly.
will, and she, when the tough questions come, she walks away.
She walks away and she don't give no direct answers. Like when people acting like that, it's better that she just moves the ass out of here. Man.
Look, but that's a feminist. Look,
Yeah.
probably she's childless
I want a
and
man.
she's not good in the market anymore because she's old.
Yeah. I want a man.
And now,
looking for 3
all of a
years.
sudden she
I
wants
keep
a
on
man. She
looking.
wants a real man. But when she gets a real man,
Yeah.
a real man won't
what is a
tolerate.
man? And what does he define as a man? A man that just provides. Just I love you. Here, take my money and go and spend. That's